Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. One when him say me basi dia, na you be din komo kakra. Your friend me Kumasi Nyame. This is Afro 614 Radio. Me pacha oba no share video no e dey amam e Facebook, any YouTube oba no share no comment no acha wa adwen. They say dey bia me kan dey betena ha nyansa nyina ni itirim. Ye dey adwen ye ba be kire. Iti wo so oba na wo free say wo so wo other idea bia na say wo so wo other mindset bia na say wo any comment bia no atro. Opesa will join it line and so you let us know. We give you a number so you can also call and express yourself. Nene you be dim komo kakra Saturday bia me ba o ma adwuma so a monim say Inkwell and sponsor me. Inkwell open anything printing a Inkwell. Uba Inkwell a open a cardless copies, open volume copies, open formless copies, open say if I say t-shirts printing. And they had anything printing bia no Inkwell ebe dey about say bia wa ware be 20 years in the old photos I say we reclaim images ni nyina na we in a huge they bow living room and now hall and something like that your hallway any size bia o pe bia no Inkwell ebe ye e dey amount it we Inkwell e 1900 East Dublin Granville 1900 East Dublin Granville we Inkwell e wo honom na dwubedie no enkoso toten Emfa Emao, baby I want US heavy answer no Inkwell ebeshepe edi abro call inkwellcolumbus.com inkwellcolumbus.com www.inkwellcolumbus.com uko hodo moa Mr. Jima ene na pamfo ombeboa na de uhia bia no wo mo ayam edi amao etina eno so eho asebro no yes your friend Kumasi Nyame ene me producer ene wa ha me producer your friend Ernesto na sene adwuma pa obomaye nene yebedin komo kakra ba ansa na no ye kwa ade bia no ye ko tidbits the tidbits tidbits na me ba no ma be read bi e de ama ona se bibia akọ wano nti ene tidbits ni bi nie Nigerian gay pastor engages in dirty social media fight with Sam George over LGBTQ plus IA. Is it also? Anyway, so the lawmaker for Ningo Pram Pram, Sam George, has descended on a Nigerian gay pastor who attacked him over his claims on the LGBTQ plus issues in the country. Ratify Ghana, a human rights organization, in a long Twitter thread, wrote about the threats and dangers the proposed proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values bill before Parliament will pose to the lives of members of the LGBTQ community. The group referred to the lead sponsor of the bill, Sam George, as a liar for claiming that members of the LGBTQ are seeking for same-sex marriage in Ghana. The British Nigerian gay pastor, Reverend Jade Macaulay, referred to Sam George as failed politician and a national disgrace for allegedly peddling falsehood against the queer community. The founder and pastor for the House of Rainbow CIC in a tweet wrote, Sam George lacks the basic intelligence in understanding human sexuality. He is a failed politician, a national disgrace, a threat to national security, and the needed hatred to boost his career. His explanation makes no sense. LGBTQ people are not asking for marriage in Ghana. They are asking for protection from violence, the safety of life, the right to assemble, enjoyment of their lives, and higher standard of health care. Queer Ghanaians are peace lovers. The lawmaker, in a sharp rebuttal, called the pastor a failed human being and asked him to pay attention to his HIV infection, which he contradicted through homosexuality. Look at this failed human being attempting to call me out. Go deal with your HIV infection, which is a result of your homosexuality, like they say in your home country, Nigeria. You know, rich, off you go, Sam George tweeted. The LGBTQ plus bill before Parliament is titled The Promotion of Proper Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Value Bill 2021. It is a private members' bill sponsored by a bipartisan group of lawmakers. The 8 MPs who sponsored the bill are Sam George, MP Ningo Pram Pram, Emmanuel Bezra, MP Ho West, Dela Adjoa MP Pando, John Intim Fojo, MP Asen South, the sole MPP MP sponsored the bill. The remaining sponsors are Alhassan Saibu Suini, MP Tamale North, Helen Adjoa Ntoso MP Krachi West Rita na Odole Sowa. Yes, iti na also the all Sam George no. That me there is a science for na deal with mumichirim. Science has to be clear. I deal with a natural and answer a learned behavior. A learned behavior me a natural. Mumi who na be for debate we 12 once and for all. It's a some science for mum ni sa deal with juma emfa emaye. US revokes visa of Ugandan speaker over anti-LGBTQ law. And then the LGBTQ for the whole quality by you. Anita Amon, the Ugandan Speaker of Parliament, has had her American visa, or Speaker of Parliament, number 3 in the nation, American visa revoked, a lawmaker alleged on Monday, May 29th. Brandishing a purported email communication the visa sanction, lawmaker of Bugri Municipality MP, Asuman Basariwa, stressed that the speaker was not the only victim. The speaker's visa for America have been cancelled. This is also confirmed by this email from U.S. Embassy. It goes, "Dear Madam Speaker, the United States government has revoked your current visa on information that came available after your last issuance." Basaliwari said while reading an email from the U.S. Embassy to Speaker Amount. As of May 12, 2023, you don't possess a valid travel visa to the U.S. though you are welcome to apply again. America forward your passport to the embassy through Ministry of Finance so that we can make necessary modification to your visas. But when it's the visa, you go offer the passport to go. You go modify the visa. But Sawali said that the move was connected to the anti-homosexuality bill passed by the parliament, which has since been signed into law by President Yoweri Museveni. You will cancel our visas, and by the way, it is your right. For me, I have no problem with the way a country manages their affairs. If in their wisdom and democracy they don't want us into their countries, I will not complain. It means my only problem with those people is single picking. My MP dared the US and UK government to visas for President Museveni, who assented to the bill. Who assented to the bill to make it law, and all the members of parliament. Let visas of all MPs except 2 be cancelled. What Speaker Anita Amon said after the assent of the bill. Yes, it's in Speaker, Uganda Speaker. They say Uganda passed the anti-gay law, no? I must say, you know, punishable by death, and sometimes it can be imprisonment. So we gay, Uganda, almost say any African value, and they are protecting their values. That is the law. US, I cancel visas. They are not going to allow them to, come to their nation. Now, only my dear way, the M1 was I and say, Omo Tintima was I in Saudi Arabia and Qatar. We are the number 1 US business people. And a US 40 minutes, uncle for in business, but they cannot deal with that. Africa for money, yo, Yakasa say we. And I be doing common and common. I ever be, it's about tribal politics. And to say the union, we've lived in Ghana for some time. We've heard, we've seen what tribalism has done to our nation. Tribalism, my Ghana. And Obiani will be to any problem in Ghana, especially when you even go to the north. The up till now, cry no call a gunja for a busa for and that's all. Up till now, they are still fighting. And to quiet also, it's all because of tribal tensions. And I believe that every Ghanaian beer is against tribalism. But the fact is, in as much as we are against tribalism, we still do things that enforce tribalism, and I promote tribalism. Sometimes, whether with our actions or our inactions, we still do these things. And it becomes hard for a nation to prosper when there is a tribal tension. And these are things that we really need to look at. So today, there is a voice I want us all to listen to this voice. And after that, also adwene ewo home. And this voice, Anthony Cabo Enekasa. Anthony Cabo, one of the ranking members of the MPP party. So a national youth organizer. Onekasa Nti Anthony Cabo. Wenti Anthony Cabo.
Kennedy Japan is my very good friend. And I'm sure those of you in this party know that we're very, very close. Very, very close. It's no joke. And I told you, the only problem is that Daniel is in the election. If Daniel was not in the election, I could put a book in the but hey, so now that Daniel is in this election, then I said and he said, the same party. Before time, young and you grow up in Korea, and you have to talk. The Pusasara, Body, one for the Subai, and the San Portola, so until the young man, everyone usually and the boom. He seems to be, yes, but to learn, in the amount. Also, think about this look at my knee. God, I don't know, finally, sanity. A friend is the one who invites you to eat. And when you also prepare the food, you invite him to eat. But if every day we are just grinding, and you bring good in the and you grind, then you bring power and you put them in grind. Then every day is one side up. And then we are first talking closer, you will reach me out here. But when we burn 5 minutes, I've been well cooked. We can also bring our yam and eat the container still. This is all we are asking for. It's all we are asking for. Is it difficult? No.
Asem no ntino so bunyina what the Anthony Cabo ka oba hwa aba kamfo na kwa sese dey do time ayese isimfo so eko kamfo na kwa emise jonkofo akọ na do da akọ akufo ado so akọ obunyina ya kamfo edu time almost so sirimfo so ese boko na me question dey say my question to this ne say governance, is it about your tribe or your capability? Say you will be di Oman anymore. Say we di Oman, so now the Oman no every that could be no what se show Oman no say be ya Oman bit me afan ntoma afra Oman no emma no na nwene aduane umbedi Oman man nwene nsu ombenom nwene school nwene hospitals. Those things, does it have anything to do with tribe? And maybe Kennedy Japan can say a lot of people today even pay attention to it. Kennedy Japan can say, and common ye the man common in ye dear obebua or mine. The obey me are running on my new ye. Sana I say a man common ye. And common it doesn't have to be say, oh, ye choose will be because of baby or free. That is wrong. We cannot run a nation like that. But it seems there's a lot of people that didn't pay attention to it. But definition of tribe, you see the state or fact of being organized in a tribe or tribes. As a busuyaku yakeka bomu no. We cannot decide say yeti omemu etino election ayebe to no panyina ese odi animu no ese wo free kuwe mu. When the moment that it becomes the internet say obi overqualified sin say nipa na mo be yi no kura na so far as free say kuwe bu nti no ese ono na ekọ. A mediocrity system. A system one emfa peace ma. Two, a system M1 because then it means to say it doesn't matter how smart you are. So if you don't belong to a specific group of people and as a specific ethnic group, then you cannot be a president and you cannot be a leader in this nation. And in my view, no, I think this is very, very wrong. And the MPP party should be very careful. The tribal tone now, omokasa ifrido. But you see the hypocrisy of this whole thing, no, how nobody sees anything wrong with Anthony Cabo statement here obeki. But I remember say senior minister Osafumafo emeki statement bisaka say in the nation that we live in, majority of the natural resources that give revenue to the nation, it is on the land of the accounts. So therefore, the accounts have to be running the economy. It becomes a huge problem. Sabukai. But you see, anytime an account says something on a tribal line, we bash them. But anytime non-accounts say that, nobody will be able to say a problem. It is only a problem when it was an account. Reverse society we never say na put in the cancer as we. Reverse the situation. Never na push or say enya to the carbon the cancer as we. Kabana the whole gun will be a casa. I don't know the tribalism and I'm the tribalism, but this is tribalism, but everybody is quiet. And this was said last Monday. And everybody's still quiet. Nobody's saying anything. Anyway, let me use the Rwandan genocide as a case study. The Rwandan genocide, no, let me find a case study. It is reported, say, it is actually embedded in the constitution of the 2004 constitution of the of Rwanda. Say, a nipa 1 million in the wuye. UN and so reported for 500 and something thousand, but I'm gonna use the official document, which is the Rwanda constitution. That states a nipa 1 million in the wuye. Through the genocide, but I heard the story behind it. I said the Rwandan genocide occurred between 7th April and 15th July 1994 during the Rwandan Civil War. During this period of around 100 days, members of the Tutsis minority ethnic group as well as some moderate Hutus and Twa were killed by armed Hutus. Hutu Fono, I'm gonna name majority at the time. They went after the military. They went after the minority and killed them because they believe say and they killed them, and it was in politics. They killed all the generals. Say generals now or more military minority. They killed all of them. They go to their villages. They burn them. The villages down. They kill the people. Yes, this is what happened in Rwanda. Inti my nene say yeah the gun inti be into it. It takes that trigger people like that. And now where's that trigger people like that? We should take it away from our politics. Upesa be president abrabe chere de opese de obetumi aye de abraba wabo wi asinti ayemfa president the ba and anema awaye what you have done, come tell us, come talk to us. Enye mena edru me so because be free stream na de obaye no ya kan ni enti edru me so because we free stream yemfa baby a wote ne choose president. President is still chosen by location. Yemfa location the choose president. You know what we used to choose president? Your capability. Understanding the job now the amount is how your total understanding of the job or the mandate that has been given to you. And only a so the president. You know, or tribe so, and now what the group so, and now location and the choose president. And it seems that we are making this behavior a norm, and this kind of behavior needs to be discouraged. I didn't think America say it has to be discouraged. It has to be discouraged because in the SEC, even in Ghana right now, we have some tribal groups that are still fighting among themselves. In the north right now, the savannah right now, it is still going on. And then somebody from that same region will come out and talk about tribal politics. It is not good. It is not good. The leadership of the MPP really need to sit up. Sa politics na moya. Politics na moya na. Say it is time that you use to tribe. No, it is wrong. It is way wrong. And the earlier na the better for you. Oh my God, it is wrong. We cannot live like this. Leaders have to serve. We need people that have served a nation. People that have done an extraordinary job will be in a nation that the people can say we can rely on that person to be a leader. You put it down so we all look at it. Say. And then if the delegates believe in you, the delegates will vote for you. It's not about baby free. It's not about baby free. Do you think say fair say obi also free abia and the mass people say okay me free Zema for any say it is so your first president is many other independence my onu ntina democracy wo it therefore most monto my na awuna force aba oh yes if free awuna na JJ Rawlings many more than what Ghana no or try the Ghana free military rule the Ghana babedru democracy it therefore because say no so young nti monto my young ni now John Kofo also come say me and I'm to be working you Ghana free hipic and my Ghana bedru the world where even the World Bank wanted was putting a lot of loans into our system so our business people can thrive. Then if the former say yes John Mills na John Mills there or any pebia chese ne hu nia sem kwa o peace it is 7% asudwe eba o man anymore montomame. Do you think we can run a nation like this? Come as an individual. Come as an individual. And let's vote for you. That's how we run a nation. Oba, now the why no, I go on the form, now they are two form. We are the two form we near the tunes and near Nina more mobile, no. We own our CV was own our bit me age, own our the temperament, our bit me the age, the capability to do the job. We vote for you. That is how every nation be a no. And then the year man acquire tribe. Until the moment that you do that, and then it means your tribal people have to vote for you. It's what if say tribal people no vote him out. Now the other tribal people to decide, oh okay, you be vote to my idea. How do we move our nation? So be a predictability. And this is how tensions begin. When we boss a whole group of people and put them together in one boss. We round a whole group of people and put them together in one boss. Like say, we be in an individual mind to make a decision. We do not run a nation like that. It is we is serious. We is serious as a candidate. And this I'm saying directly to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president. I'm saying this to him. So he's serious, so a candidate. He needs to call these guys to order. That's what he needs to do. He needs to call them to order because what they are doing, is rather going to be a problem for him in the election. It's really going to be a problem for him in the next election. Because ATB must say abana yet one. Odi say on call for no. Ewa dream say say tomorrow because of baby free. No, it doesn't work like that. We don't vote for people because of baby free. Osha Ghana, most people in Ghana are citizens of the Ashanti territories, of Ashanti land. 4.7 million in Ashanti, as the population of 33 million. 2.3 million in Brown Hafu, 2.2 million living in Central, 2.6 million in Eastern, 2.8 million living in Western, and 4 million in Greater Accra. This is by 2022 population census. Oh, Can these accounts also get up one day and say, oh, yes, only a does war man anymore. Yenny a does war man anymore to therefore Montomai. Because yenny a does war man. Can they also use that? And I can the Westerns say yenny all manganese, yenny all cocoa, yenny all the biggest timbers, yenny all rosewood, yenny all this. It therefore the natural resources and yenny oil where landed. So therefore the natural resources don't where landed. So the Montomai. Then the Cape Coast and the Greater Accra region will also say we have all the sea there, and then Takrade for will say sea there, so there. It's therefore because we have the sea in Monto Abanamaya, because here the sea there. Yes, sir, there's nothing development be anywhere if you are on the air bagana, you remember the room of Ghana. Yes, I'm on to my. Can they also make that kind of argument? I think it's very stupid for anybody to think they qualify to run a nation because of their tribe. It's very, very stupid. It is mediocre. It is beyond my imagination that a politician and learned ones and it bothers me a lot, and these are the learned ones say about more because free tribe no, come and show us what you got. That era no a chum and painting mu neba and papa mu a kayo. The crazy test, it will maybe a person who develop PBR. They don't do that. Ghana and North in China. For China, only 1.8 billion. Population, it does the whole of Africa. China population, it does the whole of Africa. They are not going around and say, tribe way, TNSCD or man. No, it's about national agenda, national development plan. And only you follow. We are not going to sit down and look at the people, or I say the tribes and other ethnicities in the nation. And they are running Oman. Also, major ethnic groups in Ghana include the Akan, which is 47.5%, Dabani 70%, Ewes 40%, Gadam with 7%, Gruma 6%, Guan 4%, Grusi 2.5%, Bisa 1%. These are the major ethnic groups in Ghana. You are telling me, say, because the accounts near 47.5% in running or minor. If somebody is making this kind of argument, do you think it is fair? Do you think it is fair? So free say, candidate now the neighbor, or you solid, unibde, obetimia running Oman as a president, and your polit and your tribe. Because your tribe and the neighbor, and if you are like I say, kinsmen in the EC, it's the whole nation coming together to choose somebody that can take care of the nation, to choose somebody that they are gonna hand the destiny of the nation into that person's hand, give that person the utmost authority over this land to that person, and that should not be based on tribe. That should not be based on tribe. If we are going to choose somebody who is going to take care of the nation, it shouldn't be based on tribe. Because the moment we choose a leader, he becomes the commander-in-chief. He can decide, say, he makes that decision. You think that decision should be based on tribe? It should be based on the person who has the temperament to make decisions. Say any panel or any pa, say ni bufua how no react. Ni bufua how no react. Now see Ghana and Togo was going through it. Do you think we should just give it to somebody based on the tribe keke? It doesn't matter. The credentials doesn't matter. And the moment you say that, they say that, oh, or a doctor, he's done this, he's been a vice president, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing that. Okay, so if you have all data, why are you playing the tribal card? I didn't see all facade credentials and then go for no more copreno. I think it is above, it is way below who the vice president is, and the people are more decide they say the vice president. They are stabbing the vice president. It's pissing a lot of people off with that tribal thing. No? It's pissing a lot of people off. A victim mentality. And anybody that has a victim mentality is a weaker person. any person that have a victim mentality, any intino, a victim mentality. People have seen you in the political scene since you came in 2008. People have seen you. They have seen what you can do. They have seen what you are doing. If they think that you deserve to be a president, they will vote for you. The delegates will vote for you. And now ufia kunya and our kinsmen, and got nothing to do with family. 80 MPP for no, MPP for no, almost says how they win so. No more making sure say the right person is chosen and not based on tribe. Because yes, it is our precedent, you know, at the Toha. What is gonna happen? They say it will be a recipe for disaster. Yes, so that's my first topic. Now moving on to my second topic. My second topic in the Enya politics. Me am a new year I go fast my brain, but Enya politics. I know say Munina say Afro 614 multimedia, Afro 614 radio. And also a good so team, but no YouTube, no hear my subscribe it, comment it, and like it. About Facebook also Afro 614 radio and TV. So why no comment no share. So we have a lot of shows and we sit on the shows and we talk. And most of the shows that we do, no, are not relationship, no, dominated. Shows about relationship, no dominated. Especially on Sunday. The Sunday is someone joining on the round table. On the round table on Sunday with Mamsi Bakope. And also you ever say na yedim komo. Sunday you ever say you bon komo about relationship. Amount for a problems or more the brain. Then we sit down and then we talk about it. Our problems. And in some of my submissions, you know, I have said things that a lot of people disagree with me. That is fair. Because and most of the time I say this, I do not hold monopoly to wisdom. I don't think it's been a minimum answer. But everything that I do say, piano, I strongly believe in what I say, you implement here, I may be wrong, and that's why people are welcome to also come on board and express their views. So on Wednesday, let me give the backstory to this. On Wednesday, we were on MC Kiki's Afro Drive. As we were talking, it was me and my sister, Ama Adom, who is also coming right after I leave the studio. And also about 12 o'clock, Ama Adom so beba and all the turn it up about Abetuaso. So it was me and Ama Adom on the show with MC Kiki, and as we were talking, and I said something, so I think the topic was about a woman, or something like that. Or something like that. I'm very topic like that. But I said, producer, yes. Oh, so the topic was about the issue that happened in New York, that a man go bring somebody from Ghana to America, and the person have 3 kids, and problem is here anymore, and the guys, the woman is saying, "I'll be taking the African shop from the guy," and a whole lot of things. So in my submission, you know, and I'm saying there's no point to say about. And a lot of people are bashing me, some are calling me names and all that. But it is all good. There be a mekase, say me can be business. When I'm open for discussion. Beba, ye nyina ya tenase. O chere wadwen no ma chere madwen. Obi nim nyansa nsin obi, ensin obi. Baby obi nyansa duru no, ehon obi so nyansa sha ase. Oh, it is ana ade na tie. O chere wadwen no ma chere madwen ni nyina ye di suade. I spoke to my sister, who is also a listener, or a listener to say all the time, Meralabi. And she understood the point I was coming from. And she wasn't aggressive. She was just concerned about certain things. And we have a productive talk. We talked for over 30 minutes. It was very good. After that, I went into my DM. And I found, I said, maybe the guy, I said, they sent me messages for some time credit. So I have to reach out to them. Sister Rich Love, thank you. We had a conversation. Had a conversation with at least 4 females, and I mean, we didn't come on. And no more concerns, you know, how I go about the things that I do say. Me there be a bomb pie chain, and bomb pie chain, and couple say, "Oh, my choir, me can't say my mouth for better because I honestly believes everything that I say, you know, it's true. It may not sound right for you. It may not the right word to use. And it might not sound right in your ears. It may not be something you want to hear at the time. But the fact is, a reality, what I'm saying. All the things that I do sit on this radio. And let me even say this. I do not say these things for clout. I say they just want numbers and they say things they offend you be, and I don't do that. Every single thing that I say on radio, I do believe in it. And me believing in it, also, anytime you see me down, I think I can defend my stance. And it's a way lenient kakrabia or better baby I'm free banase. It may not be something that you really want to hear, but these are the facts. And mostly are based on realities. And you may see what assassination tina and my can't sound. It's most of the females, and some are terrain and some are dominating that I have said. I cannot deny that this is on record, it's on radio. My can say 35-year-old woman should not get married. Some can say 35 years, I'm here and then one. Yes, me and I said it on round table. And second one, don't marry someone who has kids. Third one, if the woman don't give you the authority, don't perform any responsibility. So I don't know about or bano. While mau any day to me expect a responsibility from you. And I have said this, and these females do not understand. Until I don't know which one I should start first. Producer, I'm starting which one first? 35 rather. We started 35. Okay, 35 review. Okay, so if the woman don't give you the authority, don't perform any responsibility. This is what I mean by that. A man member pacho mutiemi minuano. You know, this I love women so much, say. Sometimes, in my effort to protect women, I get them offended. I love them so much. But I didn't say oba amount the authority do not perform any responsibility. The entire make cancer assembly say authority, responsibility. Okay, so me family ra me ne tisi ana. Our rights are also benefited from me. Maybe to say maybe your dad, you be the security, the finances, the security of protection, and then those kind of things. Hey, me bear man, my responsibility. On the right, hey, me responsibility. We need to understand it from that point of view. On the right, then the right, hey, my responsibility. Me my right, hey, me responsibility. I have to provide those. Before I can provide those rights, I need to have authority to exert that responsibility. Meaning say, and son will be able to be provided the right, to you, and I say will be able fulfilling the responsibility that turns out to be your right, That person should have authority. And if that person do not have authority, there can never be any right. So depending on your authority now, to mean performing responsibility, and if there is no responsibility, there is no right. It will be say, let me use this example. Mokai said and say more COVID by president, I catch it saying na yanko shede. Ya tutu borders mu ya tutu bibi all companies are shut down. If we say DNT president, it was our power. Because the people of the nation have given the president that authority to be able to act in that manner. And it's the president able to be making that decision. And when the president made that decision, it doesn't matter whether you agree with the president's decision or you do not agree with the president's decision. Your job is to obey that decision. In that, what you gain from that, a protection. So the responsibility to protect you, and no, and why is it? President, who say virus is going around, the virus is spreading so fast and people are dying. The job, the primary responsibility as a president is to make sure that he protects the sovereignty of the people, and that's what the president did. You may agree or you may disagree with it, but the president have to use his power. But the president didn't need our power now. Obey they up making that call. No. President didn't mean yes, sir. Now let me bring it back to family. To say I am responsible for mayor protection. Let me use it for like security protection. It's not even about money. I am responsible for that. Mayor welfare is my paramount responsibility. So think about it. One day, one night, maybe I'm going night cry. Now I'm going second alongside job will be I could pay scabe fee. My wife says I'm going to a party. Maybe around be 10 no be call. Maybe club baba be do fi be I'm actually 2 and I 3. One, I'm not going with my wife to that party. 2, my wife is dressed provocatively. I'm gonna be like I say, that people should control themselves. Yes, it is true. But you cannot guarantee how people behave. And me as Bearman, me say me to catch me say, wifey, you know I love you. I wish sen come no be party, no, so I can provide you with security. But unfortunately, I have to go to work. I cannot be there. This Atariana show, it is not good for you to go out at night dressed in like this. There are some tasty guys out there. Omuni MBA, they don't care if they go to jail or not. Somebody will beat me do bonnet. Please go change what you are wearing. And I say this to my wife. And my wife tells me, say, oh, you are trying to control me. You can't tell me what to wear. And I wear whatever that fit. It is my body. It is my right. Okay. So this woman says this to me. And then you do expect me, say, I still have to protect this woman who is not ready to give me authority. That I still have to protect her. And you think I make a choice say, all right, all right of protection, it becomes my responsibility, and I cannot perform any responsibility until you give me that authority. And performing that responsibility, it being said, I have foreseen what you are wearing to see, say, bit me a creative problem where you are going, and therefore go and change it. You see that as controlling. So how can I protect you? Into what I'm saying to men, and I'm going to say it again. If a woman decides not to give you the authority to protect her, the authority to execute your responsibilities, you don't owe any responsibility to that woman. As simple as that. I strongly believe that women need to take responsibilities too of the actions that they make. Because life is about choices. The choices that you make, you should be ready. Say choices, the whole consequences. That is how I see the whole thing. Me imagine mono sana me huno. It is a me ko catch or say me ko kase me oba mao the authority do not execute your responsibility. It's not to demean females. It got nothing to do with that. To demean females. I will never demean any female. But the fact is, we have to let females understand, say, obey one responsibility. If you can decide, say, well, obey your responsibility, and I own your responsibility. Own your responsibility. It is on to you. If you don't give me the authority to protect you, if I do not have that power to be able to tell you to do certain things and not to do certain things, I don't have any responsibility to you. And that's what I keep saying all the time. And it seems that the females do not understand. Until I'm expressing myself to you, my sister. And then my sisters are my friend, me, I really the president was Mr. President. I see the woman is always the indirect boss in a household, bro. I think you're right on that. Mamsi that was say, hey bro, hey Mamsi, good job, baby brother. Hey, I don't know why Mamsi is calling me baby brother, but for what I know, I'm 1 year older than Mamsi. I don't know why he's calling me baby brother. We're gonna talk about it, Mamsi. I'm not a baby brother. Call me big brother. Anyway, so that is the situation. If you want a man to give you certain rights, that is the man's responsibility. I give the man some authority. And we are saying, and I'm the president. Blame the president to say, president who you say, president one you say, about your tax. You cannot do that. That is also the albert. You give the president the authority, say, on standing in for the nation. And that's why the president have the authority. Mr. D Rock, I am a president. Mr. D Rock, I am a president. It doesn't matter, say me chair the Rock and I the Rock chair. It got nothing to do with age. Anytime the Rock tells me, say, I need you to go and do this piano. I am a president, and you're feeling I'm no say, and I'm Mr. President, OCC and RCC, and I'm no. So far as that he has the authority as a president, I have to just do it. So before you say, be disagree with this issues or what, then makoto about me to sanity. We cannot just sit down and expect to say you bring certain rights, but we get those rights, and then when the rights are given to us, we don't want to perform the responsibilities of that right. It is not fair to men, and men are dying because their women are not listening, and society want men to protect women. How can we protect women whilst anything that we say these women do not want to agree to it or do not even respect it? How do we then protect them? And that is why I'm saying, say, if the woman do not give you the authority to protect her, do not perform any responsibility. It is unfair. Say you have to. It is unfair. Say you have to do your part of the bargain, but the woman refuses to do her part of the bargain. It's a nuntina, and my can't say, any problem. I have nothing against you. I have nothing against you. I love you so much. I love you so much to even offend you. But when it comes to the Mimi Free, I have to say it without even minding any words. I'm not gonna put it in a way so you feel happy. I say, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for any person. The way I see it, I strongly believe, say, it has to come out. So, because we are living in a world of the liberal, where things have to be put in a way, where a warning has to be a statement. Warnings are not statements. Warnings comes with with exclamation marks. And I think I've been able to explain it in a way. Producer, who say, I think my producer, I'm on green light, I think I have explained it, and I think says you will be nice and I'll tell the explanation that I have given to you. You may, so we are lenient and quiet there. If you are better than me, can I say? And the second one, and what will be our water done. It's funny, the irony of it, they say, I also have a stepmother and a stepfather. It's even weird for me to be the one saying, say, me worry will be a wow that. But say me, and then now I have the chance to marry my mother, and I wouldn't do it. Come in, worry, I feel like say we are, and I keep talking about responsibility. I feel like say, responsibility, I mean, your choices, decisions that you make, it comes with repercussions. And I think, say, the repercussions, and when they come out, you have to accept it. Be bold to accept it and say, yes, I made that mistake, and it is my mistake. That's how I see it. Look at this situation. Most females, and I think, say, the things that I talk about all the time, most of the time they are intertwined with each other. But they are females. A young girl, was so environmental woman, they may be they might not need home. Be man born a home modern or yeah adwuma obe treated this woman as a queen. The woman we pay bia obeye edi amano. Yet on pesa obano. Ope be ma fufuru bia. Onim de tie man pesa be man. Be man say spark in no pesa be man. Be man the way I see dress in tin or peno. Be man the way I see kasa in tin or peno. Forgetting say kasa nto aduane, dress nto aduane, say spark nto aduane, forgetting that. Kasa nhwemba, say spark nhwemba, dress nhwemba. Omuru afisa ni ma we nyina. And this is what our sisters are doing. No omuru afisa ni ma we nyina o, ase wa mike, mo be hwedi you, no omuru afisa ni ma we nyina, no odi oba be ma na chi. No, and an home fit and on one minute bewu, and I dare they say do bewu, and then in no book cancel who say, no, I could be beminati, no, now 1, 2, 3. After living with the man for 5-6 years, no, I say, oh, the man deceived me. I didn't know, say what's here, the macro won't mean show or more, no, won't mean yes, no, to mean yes, no, Jawari. Fair enough. Nobody say, what relationship muna say mwawa. Tena home. But the same way, I feel say you have the right to leave that relationship. The same way that also you have we also have the right to tell you, say, you make that situation for yourself and you have to face it. I don't think it is right to say a young guy was so on one water. What can I say? Why ye juma? Was here the wakunu school why ye juma or best starting a life or starting life will be a living that. I don't think it is fair to men. It is not fair to the young guy. Obefa wona ankasa no oye the responsibility plus enkora tre eka ho sa ankora no enye ne ma. You think this is right? Oba no sebi se oba wo young boy wasi so oba keto wasi so no woko ware obi a wawo tre dada bi nua ba kanyame anim no kureni se obepene se oba no ko ware sa. You will not be happy about it. Maybe you cannot stop your child from getting married to this woman, but you may not be happy about it. Or you will not be happy about it. These are realities of our society. Because the reason why you will not be happy about it, and they say, now what is going to happen? They say, your son that you love so much, have to take responsibilities. Because they say, or three already. It's for sure. Plus on one can say nyamwe. It is on one so what okuta class 6 and class 6 who sit down a 5 bedrooms club munkum. And now do you think it is fair so take will be responsibility now they are broby without you accept and say you made that decision, you decided and say you go sleep down with a man that you didn't vet, a man that you didn't really study, you didn't do your due diligence, open your legs wide for this man impregnate you, not one, not twice, 3 times, and you expect another man to carry over. You think this is right? It's not. And that's why I advise all males to say, let's not keep making these mistakes. It is not any right, man. Most males think say they can do it. Oh, yes, do be another done na most male things will beat me. But how this thing is tough. To me, they per these grounds, and I'm a day case. When women are able to make this kind of decisions, they should live by the consequences. So free so worry be uncle worry there. On a won't cry terrain. First of all, I'm crying home, papa. I don't think this statement is mean. To call me on this statement and call me misogynistic, which is producer check it misogyny meaning, mommy, I'm reading it out. Which is what I believe they say misogyny a hatred for women. To call me say I hate women because I'm saying say if you make that decision, if you make that choice, live by the choice that you made. It means I hate women. I think it is very, very unfair to me. That is what I think. Me view. Also view me view no. Because there is no woman and wakwa for bar. Bema in this era we our because say bema ni oni dan oni adwuma oni bibia but on the or the atopan ho na eba oba na beti ase. Ohun message no. MYS GINY. Missy beard wa obete ase. Bebe beard wa. Missy bebe beard wa obete sa de lase. Say bema no oba ware no ode ba on the table no. Say me dem missy be dey adwuma me nya adwuma na emo me ba no me dey atopa na eba. This is more than it, and also me talent, and I say don't let me responsibility. Maybe perform what I say. Oba better better say. But Oba feel so okay. Oba feel so okay. Say no bet me ama a core relationship more and expect the man say be ma from man or show. There was one video that came out last summer. African American beer on the mema 4 now on craft 4. And the other man all babe he ne ba no ato sandwich e de abre ne ba no enipa de say wa ma lady ne say wa anto sandwich ne fold o ma ne ba ni sa sandwich no On the entitlement that women have, but this woman decided say obey with 4 different men. Okay, this woman decided say obey with 4 different men. And your bano, and your bear the problem. Who now call now decided say obey with 4 different men. Maybe the womb, the me home person until my back and I may share no. But Opana sister was shem korana kana mon fe join be amrene bano. Say the other a money ni dia. The other money any dia. I brother es the pao. The other money ni dia. Ma boss who buy nidi. Until you have to go in and take care of all the other women, all the other kids. And I think it's not fair to young men. It's not fair. Until you ne man in kasa, minuaba, sa wo ho, na wo te ho, na wo feel say, asasi we so na wo te no. O pesa o bobra. Then don't make that decision. Yes, Mr. Jenny, me boss I hear mama. Or say a dislike of contempt for or ingrained prejudice against women. Do you think I have this life for women? I love women so much. I think they are for I'm quite a bit more. I deal with more females than all of us. And to even sit there and say I'm misogynistic, you know, like my statement is misogynistic, you know, I think say you're not being fair to me. I'm not. Every statement that I've made, I've thought about it before I say it. I don't just say this. I don't just get up and say this. Guess what? I don't do that. I don't go out and just say this. That's not me. Anybody that would say me time, and maybe an unim neoka. I do not hate women. I love women, and that's why most of my advices goes to women because obaba ko ka ni nyina ho aka. Enti misre, and I'm so honored. If you are a young man, do not marry women with kids. How do you know say oba no kwa na odin kra na eba ayimo you put the kids at risk. How many step kids and molested almost step daughters? Check the statistics. How many step kids and molested almost? You are not making decisions that will help the kids. There be a case. There be we do say a woman choose who papa. Choose who papa. It's as small as a kid. That's all papa. It's my responsibility. Something that your mother should have done. And we've left females for them not to take responsibilities. And females are not taking responsibility. And because females are not taking responsibilities, females just do whatever they want. No responsibility. Expect another man. MFA. And twaso se papa ne ba no mama me yes adwuma na de bofu papa ne be ba thinking say obetiba yes adwuma no Roman we no hu say say adwuma yes so sene me you see that say we be sacrifice wo say wo so you take the woman's kids as your kids and now say we be decide say also be then it means say also be bi aka ho in this era in this generation as adwuma ba ko ntimi this all ye adwuma mienu all your whole life no be ye adwuma ha amanfo ma. You think this is fair to any man? If you say your best of life, making sure so omu papa no ebetena. So won't mean omu papa mo entena be single and head the man with child support because you're not going to give that responsibility to another man. And it is not fair. It is not fair. Say be ma be kwa fa akora e de na bre oba say by force say oba no hwe akora. The same way na enye fair say oba be wo no expect say be ma enye nkora ne papa no e be hwe. And this is where I stand. The cancer assembly. I think it is fair statement. It might be piercing to you because maybe you are in that situation. It's very unfortunate, but the truth of the matter is it is not the responsibility of that man to take care of your kids. It is not responsibility of the awards woman as simple as that. It's not and also and no. And they say I can't almighty they say be free. Almighty the 35 for them. Yeah, I said, whoa. I say we uchire bu say kra me is over tiase. But chire bu pay o, so me is still over tiase. So with the 35 no. Okay, if there's a question, I think I have to read it. Let's see. It's on Facebook, right? Okay. Let's see. I'm on for basketball. How do you take question about? Yes. So this is my president asking me, Mr. D-Rock, I said, bro, can a man that has kids get married to a woman with no kids? Absolutely right. Yes, a man that walk kids, bet me worry about only kids. Because one, sa krano on massa relationship with him. But I me kofa oba wa wodada sa krano or me relationship with him. Meti me awo ma e wo baabi a sa krano or one ma me ho a no one ma me ne me yere relationship mu. But se me kofa oba or no one kwada sa kwada no e wo yen relationship mu. Enti pe that no krano. And be me bi enu okokofa oba okwakofa oba onwoye no no na wo a obeka se eye oba no responsibility say ohwe odo ne ma no be me bia ni ho yes ade no eye man free say automatically it becomes a man's responsibility to take care of their kids. It on that ground so no a man and man certain things work better for men and it don't work better for women, and certain things don't work better for women, it works better for men. And also I hope, say, Mr. President, Mr. President, I think say my answer or question. So let's go to the 35. Anna, let me issue this disclaimer. On Wednesday, I issued this disclaimer. I said only person who try or the right to get married again. They do could have and no, they only control over it. So who can help who control over it. Ukunu ebo who control over it. There are so many things who control over it. But the nukunu wejano when you control over it will be decided to otherwise and they agree with that. That's the only exceptions to it. But aside that, there's no exceptions. Aside that, there's no other exceptions. It's now and also I don't know. I feel go almighty 35. Hey, my time cross swap out. I'll go almighty 35. So with a 35, and also this is the background. First of all, read me here. Science of honors and Momoame. Beme biano legacy ma. O legacy. It's Bible class dimpa yes na de ahunya. O dimpa na obinya wasase so. Yes na ahunya. E kwa be na be ma fa so enye dimpa. Kind of a ma obe warm. The kwan obefa so a training kwada no the kind obefa so mimi di Kumasi Nyame so wo hwe me ba Kumasi a kwan a mefa so atete no ababo papa me de beto ho ama no my name will live forever. 70 years adwuma na my name will live forever because all my other kids will be Kumasi Nyame and the name Kumasi Nyame will be forever. Eti Bible crack o se dimpa yes na hunya be ma legacy ba ko pe ai wo wiase anything. Intino oba wiase na as a man no sabi wantimi the rock me that say Mr. President, I really need to contact you dear. I will try and call you this weekend. I really need to speak to you. All right, but that's it. So as a man no I say but cause a legacy no only the here. And one I'll be apart from that, or maybe and Korea will naturally draw to their mother, whether we like it or we do not like it. It is a way a bear man as a union program or that we say, we do our baby, we are say, Obehe, Oma, I heard, but therefore we be clear, we don't say, I say, they're all you need to understand this. The only legacy in this would be a better forever. Enti be me bia siso opeso ware enti no wo enti wo de opashe ye environment young guy bia siso no ko school no ye adwuma na o start adwuma ye adwuma be 2-3 years and the next move oba ware no o ware ne ba no oginema o ware oba na no oginema. That's how it is. Sa na me ma ya wide It's your near 2 year bed dinner, Bema won the first child. You could tell the joy. I've been there, so I understand. I know, Mr. President, you have been there. I know Mumsy have been there. All the people on it, you all have been there. Intimate Sadi and I say, Bema be here, so bewo. And to think about it. Now let's go to the sciences. You call science anymore. The moment a woman hit 35 years, so this is it. A man have a financial clock. Bema or financial clock. It bema ne hon so so beti be her oba on person be ware. Until the mema chance and ma ware. Oba or biological clock. Because oba our biological clock on no. It do time business oba nwo ya emwa oba no. Until imagine say this woman is 35 years. Afei na wo kwako ware no. O bema no. In fact say bema na 35 and I 37. There is a bigger possibility, say, I want to be there. In this era, 35 years will be to be in menopause. 35 years old. You would think I'm exaggerating. Check the stats. 35 years will be to be in menopause. In this era. Oko hospital, to be catching us at 35 years, the upper men will be quite bit very slow. Down syndrome, necessarily meaning to be free when the woman is older. These things are being said. Do you think say me bana wasi suna oh yeah 35 years no office on me waro motete ho and I have said this and I will say it again. A woman picky from the 22 no the woman will pick her. Now even from 22 to 35 how many years? 13 years. In the peak of the woman still the woman is telling me say when you're obema na antena. It's because women of this generation have chosen certain things that they think in their mind that is so more important than marriage. That's okay. That's okay. If that is, especially when women think a career is more important than marriage. But when they hit 40 years and they realize that no, having kids and having family is a priority of a woman. In this era, CNN for no one country. They will not tell you, but I'm telling you this. And listen to any woman, any successful woman, they will tell you the same thing. Unless they want to lie to you. Go to successful women. Women naturally are interested in humans. Women naturally are interested in humans. Men naturally are interested in things. You're different. That's the difference that most of us don't know. Women, only interested in humans. Into oba school, opeso ko nurse, opeso a teacher. Odo pa she career si amebubu nurse, teacher, caregiver, social worker, things that got to do directly with a nipa. That's secretary. And those kind of jobs, you know, HR, human resources, those kind of jobs on the map say omoye. Into cost terms now. STEM now, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics now. Bones of few females. A market too heavy. And men naturally are interested in things. And Maya naturally interested in humans. Eti obedru age bi no ni family na pressure. Tono so na adwene say. It is a wote now say untimi prioritize having a relationship. Next a career you will be now hit 45 now don't sit down and expect maybe because the moment you hit 45 what you need to also understand at 35 let me not even increase the age. The moment you hit 35 what you need to understand say the men that are gonna approach you memo more 50 going. That bear man or 50 going about life more with baggages because definitely be or worry about ama warenegu. Definitely will mark that. That's how it works. Because Bema ko ware oba or no Bema the chain oba the chain Bema no. It doesn't work like that. It is over 35 years. Now for na ope Bema oba ware wa. Then you got to look say Bema no 45 na we look here to. Bema be all 45 from ware or mami you know that. Opa se wa making old baby metinye. Shewa obusie mu of a 4 more 45 no mo my say. O now for 4 more 45 no mo my say. But maybe all 45 years biano and all 40 years biano only ko ma 2 either say ware na yerete and na say oja ware you have to deal with all these realities. It wo bano krano. Sadi we wow. It do you think say now that means no ma fix me financial clock no maybe for men fa be there's a bigger possibility say mean to me nya me legacy ana. That's what men live for. We live for our status and our legacies. That's all we care about. That's all we live for. And in Bema be and anytime be I say men are interested in things be a amount for emfa Bema bet me to ball ho no usu. Usu what the ball ho no hwe ball na the base want to cross any base. Obani did a parking lot for about the Balisu. Baby more practical examples. Obani did a parking lot or parking the car. Or betting the Balisu with you. Papa really acquired living room or her body or the class acquired. Men are interested in things. Ben more cock with the car no or brushing the car, no polishing the car, the best will lose. Oh, find about the men are interested in things. Things. And a mema pay. It's near my mema. Tense, and men pay humans. It men can live lonely, they don't care. It is hard for women to live lonely. And Nutina make us say the time at your prime, the time that is your peak, because you need to understand say at the point in time you bow to the age clock. At the point in time you bow to the age clock. And why don't you make that decision once you are younger and more attractive? Since men attract to youthfulness, why don't you make that decision? Okone na ma can say the end I'm a career woman and I'm a career and I'm a boss lady and I'm a hwan lady. No more mom what titles are famo hit 40 years now. More person will be mefa. These are truth that we need to tell our females. Say the moment you hit that age, you've hit it. I don't be never so. Because there's no person. Look at any successful man. Look at any valued man. Omuko medi 80 ni ade ekra fankwara. Omo medi 60 fankwara. Na o expect say a young guy or no na bia afi na 36 why hitting the peak in the prime no. Oh, that man is at that time no looking at 26, 27, 28, 29-year-old girl. It's not looking at you 35 because you are not that fertile to be able to give the man that legacy on what she was so. And these are some of the reasons why inform me to say 35 years, when you hit 35 years, if you made that conscious decision, say you're not gonna get married, you want a certain type be, you focus on certain things be career binti. Now when you say your career we are not career no. Don't disturb us. And that is my reason that they can't say. I don't think it is disrespectful to anybody. I don't think it should be disrespectful to you. Because a man Mr. T straight and can say ye pe mema omuti say ye pe mema omuti be pe mema we 6 feet tall about we are say expect mema omuye over 6 feet e bi kwa say on pe 6 feet or over 6 feet you have to be over 6 feet e nipe we are seeing nyina it's only 25% of people at the 6 feet and then no the woman's there now why did you say over obi or 25 feet I mean 6 feet and above, it means that you have cut your chances by a quarter. You only have a quarter to you've cut your chances by 3/4. You only have a quarter to survive. And Tinyang say a man for a good bema back. And you want to say because they are all attracting the same thing. They all want that guy that is 6 feet. But there's a guy that is 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" there that's gonna treat this woman as a queen. But this woman says no, they pay 6 feet, And then a man force won't pay 6 feet, So then all this a man phoning is on one guy, and then they are expecting that one guy to be responsible for all the 4 women. Do you think that is possible? We live by the decisions that we make. Decisions that you make, and it decided the kind of situation that we find ourselves in. The decisions that we do make, and the kind of resource and and it's not to disrespect any female. It's to encourage our males. And they say we also need to decide what we want for ourselves. Our decisions shouldn't be driven by what females want. If female say yes, oh you're 5'8", oh you're 5'7", oh you're 5'6", no also one per that's okay. Work hard, build your pocket, And then you can also tell the woman, say, people be holding 35. It's simple. If women can say they do not want this, men should also be able to say they should also not, they don't also want this. And I think it is not disrespect. It is fairness. Your friend Kumasi Nyame, or my adwuma na me de abro no. Me gidi sa one me aya adwene e wo me nsemu amaka. One me nya adwena fa comment bra. One me ya adwena fa comment bra. Me de obi bia se obi oba adwumadi so ebe share show yi, share show yi, comment wo show yi bia no. Me da na se. Me da producer Ernesto so ase. You be say sia Echena Nyamboa. After this show, turn it up with Amadum Eba nti me say enko ba bia Echena Nyamboa ebo 4 o'clock ye wo round table with Mamsi Bakope. Echena de Mamsi bekum show yi so. Your round table with Mamsi Bakope on Echena Nyamboa nti mpacho obi aba moba na ma share na ma ide mo invite am for. Oh, and also at 3 o'clock legacy moment at 3 o'clock with Ajwa Anochewa Echena Nyamboa ono so beba no ne na bedwani no aba abetwetwe nkomo de it and ye rade and then the mayor confused me. About 3 p.m. and right after turn it up Ajwa Anochewa so ebeto so fe ediamai